All right. Got a little bit of a pop there. So we've spoken to both teams. Both teams are loaded up. They're ready. They're energized. They're excited to determine a winner. We've already discussed how this is pretty much the best case scenario for this state in foam flinging. These guys are great friends. They're also very clean players. None of them have used a dispute so far to get this far in the tournament, which is impressive in and of its own right. Completely of their own volition, both teams have waived their right to dispute during this match, which means that we can anticipate a very clean, a very sportsmanlike, and most importantly, given how tired everybody is this far into the weekend, a quick and decisive final. So they're both very confident that they will be delivering that final result. Let's see which one of them is right.
Let's go, Drac. Let's see what happens. So one team's moving back into a deeper position. That's a strong move there.
It took me 5 seconds to think about it, but I literally. Yeah.
So yeah, we are. Teams bunkered down against each other. Got a floater in the back here on Rochester Radioactive. Just playing like you know each other.
It's very clear from how this one is playing out that these players know each other very well. They're picking their man. They know each other so well that they're capable of choosing these 1v1 scenarios. They're replacing themselves in cover as they move through. And even though we have a 5-3 advantage on the Flower City Fallout side, neither team is capable of making an aggressive push because of their effective use of each other. The Rochester Radioactive team still has a very defensible position on both the left and the right side of this field. With a minute and a half to go, it'll be interesting to see how Flower City Fallout pushes that advantage across the 50-yard line.
Sitting nice and tight, keeping yourself just as little exposed around the corners. Very proficient use. You got one advance there on Flower City Fallout, closer to the 50-yard line. We got another move. We got somebody at the bunker now. So
I mean, again, getting into that inflatable is so strong.
It's such a big obstacle to get around. If you select anything, almost anything that comes near it, giving you a really strategic advantage. We got another move. Oh, we got a headshot there. And we got a move. Oh.
He's hit on the run in. He called himself out. You love the sportsmanship in this instance.
So now we are down to, is it 3-on-3? I think it is.
They've evened it up with 30 seconds to go. It'll be exciting to see if this one goes to a draw, setting us up for a possible. They've decided to fight it through. Great work from the ref there,
Andy
moving through.
Is
20
down
seconds.
By himself. He's going to. Hey, behind you, Andy.
There we go. And that is a point. For Flower City Fallout.
Andy was.
Now these teams have thrown the terms A team and B team around, which my high school experience leads us to believe that Rochester Radioactive would be the stronger team, or at least they had first pick for their 5. However, showcasing just how strong this entire club is, we're coming off with a quick victory for the supposed B team in Flower City Fallout.
Yeah, that was a great first match there.
No, very effective push there at the end.
You know, they're going to regroup here, and we're going to go to our so you got everybody has their kind of favorite bunker down position. And,
well, at this point, these players have all used the field for enough matches that they have time to determine where they want to be and how they want to use that cover. They've certainly solved the puzzle this many games in. It looks like we might be considering a substitution from Rochester Radioactive.
Yes, we haven't had a substitution yet. but that is a nice, that is allowable in the hobby here.
Yes, so you register a team of up to 7, and while those support players are super critical in terms of how you practice, how you get here, and then coaching on the sidelines, especially in the qualifiers, you do have the opportunity to kind of refresh your players mid-match should you choose to do so.
So we got looking for our final signals to start round 2 of the finals.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll give that team that just swapped out a player 1 minute to kind of recalibrate, get their guy up to speed, tell them what worked, what didn't work last round, and bring him into the fold. Both teams clearly using their communication and strategies effectively. It is important to bring that guy up to speed. Obviously, he's got nothing else to focus on but his guys playing, but the conversation on the field is completely different than the conversation off the field.
This could be the deciding match, the deciding round.
Well, I mean, this would decide it all. Should Flower City Fallout prevail, that'll be a 2-0 finish in our finals, leading us to a definitive victory. So for my sake, as a commentator, as a spectator, as an organizer, I'd love to see Rochester Radioactive come out of this really hot, maybe even push a gate capture. That would be very exciting, and take us into a 1-1 photo finish.
That would be the third match of the day. That would be we haven't got too many third-round matches, so that would be good to see how people play with low ammo count and
oh, absolutely.
$10,000 on the line there. You know.
Well, that's never happened before.
Yeah.
I will admit, every time I've said how I want things to go or how I think things will go, it seems like my prediction abilities are nothing for the reality and the chaos that is. So anything could happen, truly.
That's true. So I think we're close to our 1-minute break here, ending through the substitution. We ready?
It looks like our teams are getting blasters on paint, and that means that we're probably about to kick off on Ray's whistle. We're in a very similar situation to last match where everybody's picked a man, but now it is a true 5-on-5 scenario. Big difference being that Rochester Radioactive is floating.
And moving aggressively on that floating position.
That floater is moving up.
Is he going to get it?
Making a sincere run for it.
He got
He's calling himself out.
Another one in the very
Liam's out. They pushed really aggressively. A really sharp shot from 77 over here into cover, taking his buddy out. Again, on a personal level, I just love to watch the pistol players play.
Gotta know how much left's in the barrel.
Oh, he's just counting off the magazine. It's all good. I will admit from my vantage point, while the players can't hear this, I definitely feel like this is an instance where the snake is the weakest side and could be ripe for a push.
Everybody's got, heavy on the right. Oh, nice move.
And with a minute to go, Rochester Radioactive is going to have to make a play here in the not-too-distant future. They're going to put themselves in a very precarious Game 3 position. I'm taking hits over here.
Yes, we are. We're incoming, but friendly fire for sure.
And 77 being picked off by just the quicker reloads, the higher onboard capacity from that 1.2.
So we got 2
and it looks
V1.
like we are in a 2-on-2 situation. It's hard for me to say what's left alive, but with 30 seconds to go, they're going to have to make a move.
It is 2v1, Brack. I think it's 2v1.
It does look like a 2v1 situation in Rochester Radioactive's favor, but with 15 seconds to go, if this guy can force the draw, it's going to be pretty...
Oh!
And that looks like, in fact, we have a double elimination over there. A trade. Yeah, leaving our man with 0-7
Andy Hunsinger,
alive.
last on alive. We are now going to match 3.
We're going to go to game 3 here. Rochester Radioactive versus Flower City Fallout in our Dart Zone Pro Tour finals.
So, winner of game 1, Flower City Fallout, is tagged out. So game 3 of the final. Everyone's worked hard to get here. It's been a year in the making, or several years in the making, to have this type of event. I want to thank again our co-host Drac for breaking us into this hobby with your leadership, and I think our product lines at Dart Zone Pro have helped to be able to take it to the next level. So we're going to see where it goes next year, but for sure, we're off to a good start.
Couldn't agree more. Ready access to both the best ammo around and competitive grade blasters out of the box has completely changed how accessible this hobby is.
Correct.
And the level and the number of athletes we're able to get to those qualifiers and then subsequently qualify onto this field specifically.
Yeah, it's always about barrier to entry, and if you have the ability to pick it up and play immediately, it makes it a hobby and a sport more approachable for everyone.
My entire career within this hobby has been about lowering that barrier to entry as much as I possibly can. End War has always been a free event. We provide, a lot of resources to players to try and get them out, keep them playing. Super duper exciting to see it all come together here.
Yes, I see my family here. It's a special shout out to my wife Allison and my son Charlie for tagging along this weekend, along with a lot of our Dart Zone team staff to make this event happen. So.
You do,
well,
Brian.
thank you, sir.
We are good to go, Ray. And it's all going to come down to this one whistle to go.
Thumbs up from Ray, and we're off. Bunkered down. Everyone picking their spots.
77 gets into cover clean.
One team's shooting a floater, one team's not. That's, that they definitely play with two different styles. So even though they are
but everybody's lower on ammo now, which makes the floater less attractive to plink at.
I think somebody's going to have to make a run for it, but it's just going to be when and who, we don't know.
I am open to the possibility that these teams are such good friends that they might be forcing a sudden death. I wouldn't put it past them. Given the shared coaching, they might just be trying to have the most dramatic finish possible.
And what is a sudden death, Drac?
Well, in the event that this match goes to time without a definitive victor, we would be playing a series of 3 1v1s, which is old school foam flinging special, lowering that ammo to 10 darts per player to see who can either eliminate their opponent or sprint fastest into the goal.
Hustle. That'd be a lot of hustle. Be a lot of fun.
Again, it's a contingency that we have to build into the rules to handle that situation. It's very exciting. It's a lot of fun. We've only seen it in one qualifier, and the crowd went wild for it. So.
Yeah, that was the 4th qualifier. That was last Thursday. So I think it would be interesting to see if it comes back here into effect here in the finals.
Camaraderie and the sportsmanship is unbelievable.
They're talking to each other because
we're starting to get that old school vibe where what we talked about with the honor system, fair play, etc. Players are taking hits that their opponents can't see necessarily.
That's right. That's part of the whole thing that built the hobby to begin with. Was, you know what, friends in the backyard, getting together, having a good time. And now we're just doing it on a bigger scale.
So with a 5-3
we got it running
advantage, I
now.
would not be surprised. You know, after all, 50 seconds to go.
Oh,
wow, we are pushing forward.
So we
It
got
looks
one
like
bunker.
77, proving how he got this spot on the supposed A team.
With some good aim.
We got Hex 06 finally using my snake cover over here, moving forward. Liam making a break for it.
And
And a
is that it?
definitive victory for Rochester
On a
Radioactive.
comeback. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring both teams over.
Let's head over to them live.
You bring them over, Jack. I'm gonna hang out here. And ladies and gentlemen, that's who they are cheering. Is
Now
Andy
bring
Hudson,
him
who I
over
mentioned earlier
here.
in the broadcast. Andy is battling cancer, and him and his friends have done a great job of
Please
keeping
don't
him involved in the
drop Foam
hobby.
Master.
And I think this is a good tribute and means a lot in the end to him and his friend and his family. So I think that is the best sign of sportsmanship for sure. So we're going to bring them all over here. Come on over, guys. Come over to the main booth
Dangler,
here.
let's bring him over here. Justin.
That was well done, everybody. Well done. PA.
And as we've been talking about earlier, guys, we celebrated a little too hard. It looks like we broke Liam's glasses way too hard. All right,
Oh,
Liam.
really? So Liam here.
You know you're bleeding, right?
I know.
Excellent.
take it.
Well, you
I'm
know,
gonna hand the
is
mic
it-
over. Who
you-
wants
you
to
earned
talk?
it.
Hey, Chance, come here.
I was gonna say, let me give you this. You brought your other captain over here.
Yeah.
What do we have to say about this final? I want to give it up to you guys. What a terrific match. Like I said, it really felt like watching old school foam flinging. You had players asking their opponents if they were hit.
Yeah.
Those players responding in the affirmative. It felt really, really good after a day of heated competition
Yeah.
to watch you guys play so clean.
Just like a practice round, right?
Just like a practice round.
All right. So, I mean, the obvious question is, as a team, you guys are clearly all very, very tight, which means I think that it's safe to say that rather than you won 10 grand and you won 4 grand, you won 14 grand.
Hell, yep. Absolutely.
What are we going to do with it?
Pay for more practices.
There you go. All right, well, I am so grateful to you guys for coming out here. I want to give a brief shout out. Is he still around? All right, can we hear from your coach here real quick?
Yeah, Justin, get here.
Justin Dangler, Jay Dangles, some call you.
You can call me Jay Dangler, Jay Dangs, whatever, you know.
There you go.
All
For
works.
$14,000, you can call you whatever.
That is 100%, yeah.
All right, so, 6 years ago I played HVZ with you. Since then, you've put together this amazing club, league, whatever you want to call it. I know that you teach this as an athletic sport over at RIT. You're an educator in that sense. You're a mentor to these guys. We joked. They're like, I'm going to field 2 teams. Maybe they'll win the whole thing. This is your ideal outcome. What's responsible for that outcome?
This is literally surreal. The work the guys put in is incredible. The guys behind me were all a family. Literally blood, sweat, and tears, literally. I couldn't have asked for a better group, and we're just very thankful to participate in this event and continue growing it as a sport across the country.
How many teams are you going to field next year?
You know, we might do an old man squad because I have
like
to admit
that.
I'm a little jealous. I want to get out there and play. So, but yeah, these 2 teams are solidified. We also solidified the Northeast as the place to go.
Oh, clearly. We were joking earlier that there was something in the water, but I think that it's safe to say that that something is you.
Because we have a lot of snow here, so when we come outside, we mean business.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Again, a sincere congratulations. We're going to cut to a break. We're going to get all of the teams out here. I want to celebrate everybody that came out to play, but well done, a terrific journey, a definitive victory. Great for you guys.
Yeah. Thank you all.